The Ascension Qualifier LAN started with a bang. A new champion was destined to be crowned as the king of South Asia. Velocity Gaming, SA2L and .exe, they were ready to start a new legacy. Day 1 kicked off with a best of 5 in the lower bracket with SA2L and .exe. The V2 favoured SA2L, but .exe astonished them by securing the first map of Split by the scoreline of 13-11. This triggered a new form of SA2L on the map of Ascent, as they destroyed .exe, only dropping 4 rounds. They kept their form up on Icebox, as well as they did one better with a 13-3 scoreline to close it and reach the series point. Just one map separated them from going into the finals, and when it started, it seems like this might become a historic map in the history of OMEN VCSA. A 9-0 start for SA2L, and .exe seemed lost, having used up both of their timeouts in the first half. It looked like they were lost. Then came a ray of hope, one round to bring the scoreline to 9-1 and reignite a spark. Half ended at 10-2. .exe needed the next pistol round if they wanted to keep their grand final hope alive, but SA2L on the other side, they destroyed by taking the second pistol of the map, as well as an 11-2 scoreline, which is quite heavily favouring the players of SA2L. A broken bye for .exe, but they are known for their thrifties. Instant retaliation, and they secured their third round, and this sent a wave of hope throughout the team as they are strung together 4 rounds, but SA2L just needed 2 rounds, and the room of error was none. A mistake from DXE and SA2L got the series point 12-6. DXE survived for 2 more rounds before SA2L keep their win streak against DXE and closed out Haven by the scoreline of 13-8 and became the second grand finalist for the Ascension qualifiers. Not a day of rest as SA2L got ready to face their nemesis, the only team to go undefeated in Split 3 till the Ascension qualifiers grand finals. The strongest South Asian team, Velocity, came. A team that has always won against SA2L, and they had the V2 advantage. They banned Icebox and Split, 2 of SA2L's best map. Velocity strengthened on Lotus, and that was unmatched, playing it 17 times and only dropping it once throughout the OMEN VCSA 2025 circuit. It came as a big surprise when SA2L on their attacking half got 7-5 lead. It seems that regardless of the veto, we were up for a massive surprise. But then came Velocity's attack and Russ' unprecedented calling, winning the pistol, anti-eco and also the bonus. Velocity strung together for 6 straight rounds, instantly putting the scoreline to 11-7. SA2L finally got to round 19 and broke the winning streak, but it was a short-lived victory. As Velocity were on a different momentum, they closed the map by a scoreline of 13-10 and ready to challenge SA2L on Ascent, where they had previously won against them by a scoreline of 13-11 in the upper bracket finals. Everyone's eyes widened as SA2L only dropped 1 round on their attack in the first 8 rounds. Hoax was reading Velocity's setup like an open book. 8-4 was the half, and it favoured SA2L. Now, SA2L moved on to the strong side of the map, pistol and anti-eco were the only rounds Velocity managed, as SA2L make a quick work of Velocity, closing the map 13-7. Haven was guaranteed, but before that, we had to go through Haven. A map Velocity had only dropped once, a 4-run start for Velocity. It sent a shock down the spines of SA2L, which turned out to be their fuel, as they got straight 5 rounds after that. So equalized the losing half to 6-6. Now, however, 6 is all they would get, as Russ attack calls on triple-sided maps just looks untouchable. 13-6 and Velocity move on to the series point.
Russ 4 HP पे Hawks, Captain, IGL, सब कुछ इन्हीं को करना था, but कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. Russ win. That's the final.
Pistol and anti-eco was Velocity's gaming. Next 2 were quickly stolen by SA2L as they were on their attack. Velocity answered back with their own adaptations. And then SA2L broke the 2-round streak by getting 4 in a row. Then came Godspeed's timeout, and Velocity pulled the half and kept it on an equal footing. Only 7 rounds more needed by Velocity to become the champions and open the doors for Ascension. However, SA2L were playing for their survival. A chance on Sunset, but it seems bleak as their defense was look shaky on Lotus and Haven. SA12 got an important pistol and anti-echo while Velocity secured their buy round, not without sustaining a lot of damage. It gave opportunity to SA12 and they stole the round 16. 7-9 down Russ started at master scores, pulled 2 rounds. SA12 tried to bounce back by getting 1 round after that, but Russ wasn't done. His boys started shooting goal, and from 9 to 10 down, they reached championship. Just 1 round away from fulfilling one dream. Velocity had the momentum. SA12 were clenching their fists as their focus was unmatched, and they got to the round 23rd. Now just 1 round away from overtime. Both teams desperately needed round 24, and just as it seemed SA12 will pull through, Velocity shattered their dreams to paint the canvas of their own. They won the map of Pearl 13-11, closing the series by a 3-1 and becoming the greatest ever in the entire South Asia. Velocity were the champions and the South Asian representative in the Asian Pacific League. The 2025 OMEN VCSA journey came to an end, and it was filled with excitement, heartbreaks, and obviously fairy tales. A new chapter now awaits as Velocity Gaming to see how far they can go in Ascension. Catch all of that action on Valorant India in South Asia as well as in Northern Gaming's YouTube channels.